In today's video, Curtis cuts himself.
Oh, I did bang my knee before. AJ hates something.
Do want that improvement, and the car actually brakes.
That is true one pedal.
Welcome back to Bros Talk Supercars. It's AJ and Curtis here, and we are here with Polestar today, aren't we, AJ?
Ooh, we are here, the Polestar 2. I'm very excited about this car. It's got 82 kilowatt battery, 220 kilowatt charge, and Curtis, I've got candy kittens in front of me.
Let's take it for a spin.
You may have seen these on the road, there are 18,000 of them, but you may not know much about Polestar. So they are a Swedish performance electric car brand that are all about sustainability and design and about moving people into a sustainable future.
Now, the headquarters for Polestar is in Gothenburg, Sweden. It's available on 27 global markets, North America, Europe, and Asian Pacific. But you can only purchase it actually online. Polestar plans to have a lineup of 5 performance EVs by 2026. We've got the Polestar 2, which is a fastback performance model that was released in 2019. We've got the Polestar 3, which is the SUV for the electric age coming, which will be released, well, is released in 2022.
They have the Polestar 4, which is the SUV coupe, which will be launched in phases from 2023 to 2024. And they have the SUV one, which is the Polestar 6, which I'm very excited about.
But don't forget about that Polestar 5, AJ, because it is the 4-door GT version. Now, this is going to have 800 plus brake horsepower and 1,000 plus newton meters of torque.
Woo!
It's going to absolutely be a monster of an EV, AJ.
Can't wait to see that one at Festival of Speed.
But it is £100,000 plus.
Sounds like it's worth it. Polestar also have their Zero project, which is their ambition to have all cars completely carbon neutral by 2030. It's ambitious, but it's their motto.
To build this car, it produces 24.5 tons of CO2, but they've managed to reduce it by 3 tons, so now it's only producing 21.5, so they are doing their bit for the planet.
Polestar use fully renewable energy in the factory where they actually build this bad boy.
I do love these alloys, but they actually do a sportier version of the alloy, which is the laser-edged version. Now, that takes a lot of energy, but they've thought about this, so they outsource to a factory which is fully sustainable that uses lasers.
Polestar say that this grille has gone from breathing to seeing, as there is now radar in here to help you with all them technical things on the road and bad drivers. So this is the Polestar 2. It's an 82 kilowatt, the long range rear wheel drive model, Curtis. I would go for the dual motor though.
Absolutely, yeah, and I would pay for that extra upgrade after having the dual motor for a little bit, just to really take it to that 4.2
We do lose
seconds.
1 or 2 miles, but it's worth it.
Miles per gallon.
Just trying to check yourself out, is that what you're doing?
Yeah, so it's the first time driving it, this. First time sat in a Polestar. First time I've ever actually felt, seen, touched a Polestar.
We are popping the Polestar cherry.
We really are popping the Polestar cherry. I like it. It feels solid. One quick thing I've got to say straight away though, I'm in shorts, AJ, and I have noticed my skin is wearing off on the rough texture down here.
Well, you should have moisturised then.
So we just won't talk about that. But no, overall, the car feels solid. Everything to touch just feels firm. It feels on the road, it's solid when we're driving. And what I love about it,
isn't it? Just the kind of...
What I do love about it though is there's so many different things that you can change as well whilst driving this, which is
the
lovely.
screen is brilliant. We'll go over this in a second, but like the options, and the one thing that I do love is the projected range and the instant consumption, so you know how crazy you're driving.
So we've got now, AJ, we've got 88% here, so it's saying we should have about 290 range miles.
But not how you're driving, 220 at the minute.
Yeah, it's what it's saying. So we are in the single motor. It's the rear wheel drive version, so we've got 82 kilowatts.
Oh, is it
82, sorry, in this one.
So it's 5 kilowatts more from the previous generation.
Yeah, and it's nippy, I've got to say. So they're saying you can get 406 miles range in this.
Well, that's what they say. But
that's with no electrics on, no lights on, no anything on, and you're driving at 40 the whole way.
Well, okay, let's say it's 320, it's 350. Like, they are real world figures, and that is competing against any normal car. So I think that one thing does remove my range anxiety. The thing is with this car, it's 22% more efficient, which the one thing with Polestar, listen to their very nice corporate briefing the other night. They wined and dined us to say good things.
Yeah, they certainly did.
It wasn't like we're going to give a car a facelift. We're just going to improve it because no. Every time it has got a real reason for improvement, not just like a new headlight. Whereas we do know other brands, German brands, just love to do a 3-year headlight update, which is really annoying.
But no, with this, it's got the power as well, which is nice. So you've got, if this person decides to turn in, what are you doing?
Go. Wait, we should have put the G-force on.
That's what we should have done then. Yeah, so this is a 0 to 60. You can go in 6.4 seconds, I believe it is.
Yeah, 6.4, I think.
Yeah, I think it's 6.4 seconds now. There are faster versions which can take you down to 4.2 seconds.
We'll talk about performance model in a second with the dual motors. But I think the one thing that most people within the electric world, now you've got to talk about the DC charging, haven't you? Like this car, what was it? It was
220 kilowatt hour.
205 kilowatt hours, which was previously 155. So each time it is stepping up in the ladder.
Yeah.
Before you know where you are, you'll be just like cruising forever, won't you?
Just under 500 newton meters of torque in this. There is just under 300 brake horsepower in it. So it pulls. It's a shift. It's a nifty car. I just like it. I feel comfortable sat in here. I do have to say, EV cars are not built for tall people. This is the only problem. Because they have the batteries underneath, the floors are raised slightly.
Now you've mentioned it, I'm thinking of it.
Yeah.
I'm the small people.
This is the thing. So your leg position, if you've got long legs like me, it sort of just pushes your knees up and you can't get as comfortable as if there was a bigger gap between the seat and the floor. My only one downfall with the EV vehicles at the moment, but maybe I just need an EV SUV.
I mean, you may have hit the nail on the head there.
I'm 6'3", so I'm taller than the average person. So the average person in this car is perfect for. You would not even notice what I'm saying really unless I said it to you.
And the one thing that I really like about this car, maybe it's because it's got the light leather interior and it's so expansive and open that I'm not feeling sick, and you know that I get it. I'm the worst with EV cars. I just feel sick with
panoramic roof.
Roof, the side, the wing mirrors are so visual. Like it feels so much bigger, the cockpit does, than it actually is.
Yeah, agreed. Actually, I do, but it doesn't feel like they've made everything thin and small to make more room on the inside. No, it feels solid.
You've taken your protein, a bit of creatine in there.
It feels like if I crashed into a wall, the wall's going to break, not the car.
That's what I love about this car.
Yeah,
so I first saw this car in Chiswick in West London, like one of the first ones when it came out years ago, and I was like, that looks sick. The rear light, everything about it, it just has some road presence that other cars, it wasn't like, oh, we're an EV, we're going to make it look all EV. It's we're a car company, we'll make a car.
And it doesn't, it's a blocky looking car, it really is, but I like it. I like it. I think it looks right for the car.
Price point. Starting £44,000 on the road, which I think for an EV is not that bad.
Yeah.
This car is a bit more expensive. I think this
just
one's
49,000. This is just under 49. I think it's £48,900 or something.
Dual motor 53, and then the performance with the dual motor 57.
But with that dual motor, if you do want to start off with the £53,000 one, you can just do a little upgrade on your phone, pay for the more expensive one after, and they give you all of that extra
over-the-air updates. And Polestar are brilliant for this. So within the Polestar 2, they've done 16 over-the-air updates. Like even like one day, it's just like they were like, we're not going to charge.
Oh, lane assist kicked in then. I felt it coming into the corner. There's one thing, sorry, I'm just jumping in there, AJ, actually.
Fire away.
When you have a solid white line, this has lane assist. It's got so many active safety features on, which is fantastic. But the lane assist is quite temperamental. It's on white now, so it's not working. When it goes on to orange there, now we're on.
I see it.
And it does just take the car around.
The problem is in the UK, like we backcountry roads, we have a lane in the middle, like a line, a clear white line, but then we've got some shrubbery and some greenery, and it doesn't like it.
Thank you. Thank you, Polestar. Thank you.
Jumping back to what was I even saying then?
Over-the-air
updates.
That was it.
So Polestar were like, okay, Apple CarPlay, we're just going to update all of our cars straight away for everybody at no extra cost. And I like that sort of forward thinking. Like, they are direct consumer, which we'll talk about in a second. But one thing that we do have to talk about, which I always find funny with any car company at the minute, it's like, well, we're guaranteeing all the safety features that should be on the car are actually on the car now. Like, wait, I've got a list of things here because it even blew my brain. I was like, surely this is standard. Like,
what's one called? Bliss. Blind. What is it called? Bliss?
It is blind spot information system.
Yeah, Bliss.
But don't worry, Bliss is now on the cars. So yeah, standard equipment in the Polestar 2 has been revised, increased overall values as well as convenience. Driving awareness features are now standard, including
Bliss. Blind spot assist.
Information system.
Oh, that.
Steering support, cross traffic alert with brake support. I presume that means the car's going to brake for you if you're going to crash.
I hope so.
Rear collision warning and mitigation. I presume that means if someone's going to drive into the back of you, car may move.
Yeah, I think that is sort of the situation.
360 camera system.
Now.
I didn't really like that.
We will.
It was very perspective. We'll show you in a second.
Well, no, it was fine. It just had a zigzag line around the whole car.
It confused me, let's put it that way.
Just show me the car.
Dimming exterior mirrors, wireless phone chargers, and all that.
I do love
stuff,
that.
Which the wireless phone charger is really good.
And that's standard in every car, I believe?
Standard, that's what they said.
Every car, so yeah.
And that did work straight away. It wasn't like, you know, when you're trying to find it, you're like, oh, Jesus, can't find like right G-spot, and then suddenly,
does it work with your case on? Because sometimes...
Yeah, with case on. Yeah, but I've got an Apple case.
See, now I have an Apple case, but I've screwed up on mine because I've stuck a big sticker on the back of my phone, and they don't bloody work now.
Yeah, it's working.
It's working?
Yeah, perfect.
So, yeah, that's really good, because if I buy a wireless charger from a shop or anything, it won't work on my phone with my case on because I have a sticker on the back. So that means that is somewhat of a more powerful version of the charger.
It's got a little lip as well. You didn't put it on the lip. So you just put it on the lip and it sits there perfect.
Ah.
Yeah, it's really good, that.
Oh, coming back to all of these features, AJ, that we can change on this car, whilst we have got a little bit of a windy road now, the steering feel, so it's nice and easy. You've got 3 different modes. You've got light, you've got standard, you've got firm. At the moment, we are in standard. It feels nice and solid on the road. If I firm it up for these little bends here, it just gives it that more racing aspect of the car. We're coming into a nice little S-bend here. Oh, we've got some cars in front of us. I can see on the sat-nav in front.
That's not an S.
No, coming into the S-bend now, so it goes round.
Crikey. I need 2 handles.
Oh, solid. And it corners great, truthfully. It feels like you're planted on the road.
I was speaking to the Polestar staff this morning that I was like, so what's your best feature of it? What do you like about Polestar? And the one thing that came back to me is lots of EV companies now are pushing 0 to 60. This is because of the instant torque, like what they were preaching is actually dynamic control. They were preaching that actually driving around the backcountry roads, the chassis that's been improved, it's about the dynamic driving feel. So therefore, they want it to become the driver's EV car.
It feels flat to the road.
So if you're coming from like an M car or a AMG sort of thing, and you're coming over as, I don't know, maybe a business car, more to the point, but it's got that better driving dynamic.
Yeah, I can feel that.
And I like that, and you can feel it.
You can, it feels planted to the road and solid. It doesn't wobble loads. Obviously, you've got the lower centre of gravity with the batteries being underneath, which is what you have in the EV cars. But on this as well, you've got loads of settings that you've got.
And it's so idiot-proof.
It is.
Everything is like, oh, do I want driver alert? Just click a big button, it says on, off, lights come on. Like,
it is.
Charge itself, like, very...
Well, I mean, charge yourself under regen braking.
It shows you like where the percentage are. Like if you want to put set, like it's just.
As if it's charging itself. Bloody hell! She's a beauty. Self-sufficient car going on here. Love it. But yeah, going back to them driving things quickly, because you've got the one-pedal drive system, which is quite. Cool.
I think one pedal is a personal preference. If you're not used to it, it's a bit alien.
Yeah, but they've got it all on here, because you can have it as one pedal or you can have it as creep.
One pedal with creep.
Yeah, you creep. So if you've got the creep on, it will go to 3 miles an hour and it'll stay at 3 miles an hour and it'll just start rolling.
Yeah.
But if you have it off, it will fully be one pedal drive straight to 0 miles an hour and it will stop you. You've got standard regen.
Lazy scenario.
Yeah, you've got standard regen, you've got low regen, and then you've got it off. We're in low at the moment. No one's behind us. I'm just going to take my foot off. We're going 46, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38.
Leave it. Okay, now put it.
We're going to go.
So
we're on a downhill now,
drive,
and we're still going to go on standard. We're on a downhill.
And creep off.
Yeah, and creep off. Right. 43, 42, 40, 39, 37,
we
35,
hit the 30.
30.
Good.
Boom.
Hold it down. And we're on a steep downhill. Leave it.
20, 15.
9.
We are
10. And
0.
that is true. One pedal. Oh
and
my
we'll
God.
go off. 30. Yeah. I mean, we were on a downhill then. I wish we just filmed that time, that 0 to 60, 0 to 30 age. I reckon that would have been a second and a half. That was absolutely rapid.
30 to 0 and 0 to 30.
Yeah.
30 to 0 with one pedal.
But we have got 86% battery left now and still 280 miles range.
Look, they have cameras. Ugh.
Yeah, see, I don't understand why it's got this grey area. It's nice how it will show you where you're beeping, but I don't understand this whole grey area around it. It's a little bit weird.
And the light's all a bit weird as well. You know, the perspective of the actual colour.
Yeah, slightly, and how it does over-exaggerate the height of everything around it, but better seeing it than not seeing it, innit?
This is true. Wing mirrors, I don't know about you as a driver, because I quite like the sleek wing mirrors.
I'm in two minds.
Yeah.
I'm in two minds. The reason being is the car is a very bulky car. It's not in a
mile, turn right.
Yeah, thank you. The car is a very bulky car, blocky car, and then wing mirrors are not bulky and blocky. It's so opposite to what the car is.
That's what I like about it.
Yeah,
I can't lean.
Yeah, I just can't put my finger on it if I love it or I don't love it yet.
Because the car has got such a strong rear end,
right.
Thank you.
and therefore the boot space is good, you do lose the visuals. Oh, Dumber and Dumber, eh?
Oh my
Christ.
God.
Go on. Oh, come on, give you all time in the bloody world here.
There's a gridlock situation.
Gonna be gridlock with two cars.
They just looked at each other with a Mexican standoff.
What do I do? Turn left or right? So when we were having the meeting the other day, well, I felt like a meeting because we were like in a boardroom, weren't we? It was really weird.
Actually was, to be fair.
I was like,
TV
okay.
at the end.
TV at the end, yeah, we were feeling it. One thing, UK is their biggest market for Polestar. They'd sold, it said 17,000, but afterwards they said 18,000 cars being sold in the UK, which is pretty big considering they'd sold 70,000 cars, I believe it was, worldwide. They were all about direct to consumer. Like, they don't want that kind of ugly feeling of being like, you walk into a showroom, you're being judged.
You do feel that though. Anybody else?
Can you afford the car?
Guys,
like, do you know what you're talking about?
Like, watching this, do you actually agree, like, if you walk into a car dealership, sometimes you feel like they judge you. Can you afford the car? Are you worthy of the car? Should you be in it? Even I feel like that sometimes walking into a room, and it makes me feel uncomfortable. Yeah. So I think what they are doing, like you said on this, it's a great idea.
So yeah, direct consumer, they call it, what is it, vision spaces or something? There's a word, I'll find it in a second. But their showrooms, or if you've been to a car show, it's so open, it's so visual, the clear glass, the car is always unlocked. You feel like, yeah, of course we want you to touch the car and mess around with it. You're the person that's gonna buy it.
They said their motto is whoever's looking at the car, if the other person's shopping, so if the wife's buying a handbag next door, you can quickly come in here and have 10 minutes, and if you say, I've got 10 minutes,
tell me about the battery, we'll tell you, or you got 45 minutes.
They will give you a 10-minute brief. They'll give you a 45-minute brief, so you go in there and tell them what you want and they will do it, and that's what I like about them.
And they don't get commission. So they don't care if you buy or don't buy. Obviously they want you to buy the car, but they will give you the information, and they're not forcing you to purchase it because it doesn't help them.
Yeah.
The overall dealership will get a commission, obviously, but I quite like that motto. It's very different.
Takes away the pressure of having to force somebody to buy a car, and then if you think they're not going to, well, I'm not going to talk to you then.
Yeah.
Makes everyone welcome, which is good. We need that. I do love design features on the seats and everything. I think they're really, really nice with like the aired pattern. And that also comes in handy because you get cooling seats. And another thing...
cooling seats, heated seats, and a heated steering wheel.
The only other car I've had them in is a Rolls-Royce Cullinan.
Oh, they were good.
Yeah. And the heated steering wheel is a full heated steering wheel. You don't get this in cars. The first ever heated steering wheel we had was in a Corsa.
Vauxhall Corsa.
Yeah. And it only did the sides of the steering wheel. This bad boy warms the whole thing up. No messing around on a winter's day.
You hold it. Nobody ever holds it, do they?
Well, I don't know. You see people cruising like this these days.
Yeah, they're just, aren't they?
Yeah, but they'll have a hand warm. I mean, a warm hand. To our 2 to 3 minute little walk round. Some things we love, some things we hate. Starting with the boot.
This is brilliant. I've just shown Curtis this and he says, well, he can't get over it.
I was in a split mindset here, to be fair.
So this here,
I thought
pops up.
You just lifted it up and I thought, what the hell is this?
So can you see, come in. This pops up and has a little flap around here. I'm using it awfully. I'm just trying to describe it. And you put your shopping in there, you would. And you'd hook it on there. But it's just like there. I've got all my crap here.
I did expect when you first lifted it up to be a hole in the boot so you could put stuff under it.
No.
That's what I thought you were doing.
But that's one thing that I do absolutely love. And the boot itself is actually quite long, so.
And solid. And I love the window coming in here. How it's one whole clean window.
Come around here. This is a very good feature. Oh, sorry guys, it was clean. In the top here, not that you can probably see this on camera, there is a little LED light at the top there. Just there. Just that small reflection, and I absolutely love that. We're gonna make Jamie Lang very happy. Sit down.
Oh, why? What are we doing?
Grab the candy kittens.
Oh, we are actually.
Take the glove box.
Very cherry. Look at this.
Flip it out.
Boom.
Put it up.
Boom.
We've called it the candy kitten holder.
Yeah, look at that bad boy. So when you're hungry and you need a snack on the way, it's bang there, ready to rock and roll, not rooting around thinking, where are my snacks?
It could be curry,
don't know what I'm doing.
It could be dropping, it could be anything. It's very reliable.
One thing that I don't like though, AJ, take a look down here. We have a little twisty knob here which does the volume. It isn't always responsive. It's been a bit better now, but I remember just turning it down before and it seemed to pop up for some reason.
Second thing, what we don't like. Let's just get rid of it straight away. Here is the cup holder.
So this is your armrest. When you're sat in a normal position, you can have your elbow here and you can reach the steering wheel. As soon as you need to have a drink on your journey, you have to push this back. Now your arms aren't long enough unless you've got a size 20 foot because that's the size of your foot. As soon as you put a drink in, too big for cans. Quite a big one for everything else. And if you want the other one, you've got to lift it up. No arm holder at all. So you're quite screwed there. And if you put that in the back and want to try and close it, you can't close it fully. Polestar, we got to work on that. Bringing it outside though, I do think the car is quite sexy. I like the look of it. I like the feel of the drive, every single instrument on it, everything is solid. It's a well-built car. You know you could take it anywhere, drive it anywhere, and it will not break down. Which also brings me to, if it does break down, you can just take it to a Volvo garage. It's nice and easy. Pop it in one, and it's done. As you can see, Polestar 2, 82 kilowatts, 220 kilowatt battery, charging. And the last thing to finish it off, AJ, if you just look up in the air right there is a whole panoramic roof, which allows that daylight to come in and give you a real airy feel on the inside.
And the design on the inside is so sleek. it's gorgeous. Like it's a very nice place to be. 100%. Like, okay, at least you can use your cup holders in the back.
You want to know what these remind me of? A Ferrari 296 GTB. They have the exact same idea for the air vents. Who stole it off who? Ooh.
Okay, round up on this car, the Polestar 2, I love it. Straightforward, the direct consumer, the ability that this car is designed on driving dynamics. When you are driving it, you do feel good. And you don't feel like you're driving like an electric car. It has that sort of mentality. And I don't feel sick. I'm driving it, I feel moving, I feel good. And the visual looks of it, just so sleek, so well designed. Oh, they've really outdone themselves here. Yes, cup holder, we do want that improvement. But all in all, it's a brilliant car. And I absolutely love it. Okay, Kurs, what's the fact of the video?
I've never quite realised how heavy they are. Oof. Yeah, I'm not even joking, that just really... But the fact of the video is, which is quite cool, so you always wonder, actually, is an EV vehicle good? You have to drive 40,000 miles in this bad boy, depending on how you charge it, before you actually equal itself out to zero emissions. I said that right? Did I say that right?
Well, yeah, technically, if you've done that amount of miles, green energy recharging.
That's the thing, yeah.
That's
then
the
it
thing.
cancels
Where
itself
are you
out.
getting your electric from? No, it cancels. It's...
No, because I found
still
out this
use the
recently.
carbon.
Listen to this, guys.
Okay.
This is another fact. Here you go, which I never knew.
Oh, crikey, you go.
Brakes actually contribute to more pollution than an engine does. What? Every time you brake, a bit of dust comes off, goes in the air. Pollution.
On that note, thanks for watching the video. Please like, subscribe, comment, and let us know what you think about this Polestar. Come on, Kurs, are you a yay or a nay? Straightforward.
I'm a yay.
He's a yay.
I'm a yay. I love
Sorted.
the car. It's
we'll
good.
see you in the next video.
This video is powered by Food Heaven. It's all plant-based foods. Go try it out.